What is that accent you're doing right now?
I don't know.
Count Dracula.
I know.
I
You know what's the accent?
I know. It's
Like, what
Count
is that?
Dracula,
Yeah,
bro.
What is it? It's like a Halloween? Like, what do you like?
I only listen to Frank Ocean music. I only listen to Blonde.
Tea and crumpets ass nigga.
Channel
Shut up.
Orange. You low class music lovers.
Yo, let's get potted, man. I'm about to scoop you right now.
Oh, we out? Finally?
Let's get to it.
Give me 1 minute. I'll be outside.
Yo,
Come on, bro.
what up?
You see who's back, right? You
Come
see who's
on
back,
in.
right? Come on.
Hey.
Test. Let's go, gang. What's up, y'all? On today's episode of Say Less with Kaz, Low-Key, and Rosy, we dissect the difference between rappers, superstars, and megastars. Low, Rosy, and I fix the NBA Slam Dunk Contest, and we become experts in foreign policy because I think we're going to war. Boom. Anywho, new episode of Say Less starts right now. What's poppin', people? Welcome back to Say Less with Kaz, Low-Key, and Rosy. My name is Kaz.
My name is Lo. If you didn't know, I'm a Howard University graduate, and I have a show on Apple Music called Hip Hop R&B Throwback, and I have another show called Rap Life Review, and I have this show with these two degenerates.
Yeah.
But I think you already knew that.
Yeah, I'd say
What's your
one
name?
degenerate.
Rosie, I'm half of.
I think Rosy's the only
Look.
degenerate.
AKA 1/3
Wow.
AKA 1/3 of the locks over here.
AKA 1/3 of the locks. AKA 1/2 of Roki. Come here.
Oh,
We're not doing that again. We're not doing that again. I remember that. If someone say, y'all dating? I'm like, look at us. Us?
Somebody. Wait, what?
I'm about to say, Lo, there's been a lot of times where, like,
Come on, wait, what?
you completely throw Rosie under the bus. Like, I was
Us? Rosie?
So, all right, you don't have a female friend.
Of course.
Out of all our female friends.
Of course.
Not to say that they're ugly, not to say that they're like, something's wrong with them. But
Mm.
if someone ever suggested, like, oh, I thought you and Kaz, your first mindset is not.
You know what it is?
Never.
No,
Man,
it's
like, you
because
don't
the
have
way
one
I
girlfriend that's like
reacted
that.
I think
to
it's
that.
your reaction first.
And
'cause
he got mad at
You gotta
that.
put up that emotional wall.
Remember
You
when I
did do that to
reacted? You
me.
were like, "What the fuck you mean, low?"
Yeah, okay,
That's why he's
The
been like that ever
emotional
since.
wall is up
This,
now.
yeah, this is a
It's
consistent
like,
train. So yeah, I'm too good for you.
You want to hold pinkies?
No, I'm good.
Hold pinkies, yo.
I don't know.
Just hold the
I don't know
pinky.
you. I don't know where that
You should
pinky
hold the
is.
pinky.
Bring back Rosie.
Where can a pinky even go, bro? That's uncomfortable. That's like
I know a
weird.
few places.
Alrighty
The
then.
pinky can go. I know a few places.
All right.
The pinky
It sounds like
How
Cosby
much-
impression,
how
and we don't
how
want.
much time you-
we don't want to keep it
We're not
going.
doing that today, damn it.
How much time you got? No, I'm good.
Oh, God.
How much
Come here, hold my
time?
pinky.
No, I'm good. I'm good.
Anywho, but no, like I said, you can, tell your friend that, you will never have sex with them or date them without being, like, disgusting.
Well, no, I mean,
But-
it's the relationship we have. Like, this is like,
course,
it's
I
my
know.
nigga.
Y'all ever have friends, right? And then have like, Kaz, don't answer this. And then
Kaz can't answer nothing,
nothing.
anymore.
You ever had friends and then like had a weird dream about them, and then the next day you're like, you feel awkward around them because you've had this dream, and now you're like, fuck.
No, I've had drunk conversations with friends.
You've never had a weird dream?
Never had a weird dream?
yeah.
See,
About my
actually-
friend?
Yes.
Yeah, 100%.
I've had a sexual dream about a friend. The next day I was like,
What do you down like?
then I was like, no, it's so.
No, I've
I'm like,
I've had dreams about certain female friends.
I don't
and
know,
I'm
in that
like,
dream, you
Yeah, you probably shouldn't be
putting it
hanging
down.
around them no more.
You know what it is, though? Because dreams are so fucked up, right?
because they feel so real.
Not even because they feel real, but because
Subconsciously.
9 out of every 10 dreams, no, not even subconsciously,
Oh, thank you.
9 out of every 10 dreams make no sense at all. Like, you're
Right.
chasing a rabbit, like, it fucking flips around, and, like, it's, like, Schoolboy Q's playing, like...
Does it not make
Well, nigga, you
sense?
smoke
Or
too
maybe
much.
it
A lot
does.
of my dreams...
Way too much weed.
A lot
like-
of my dreams make zero sense, but there's always that one
Right.
that, like, you catch, and you're conscious that you're dreaming. Like
you
you have that one dream where you're just like, wait, what?
I'm like, is this real?
Like, this is really happening. And like for a couple of moments, you feel like you can control what's happening, right?
Yo, and that's when you
Mirror.
wake up.
And then that's exactly what he wake
Yeah.
No,
up.
I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah.
Like a couple of months ago, I had a dream like that about a female friend.
Not even about a female friend.
I'm just saying, like, just to her point.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I had a dream like that, and it felt real as hell.
And that's when you wake up fucked up.
And it felt like
You ever had
like,
a lucid dream?
a what?
A
Yeah.
lucid dream?
What's a lucid?
When you know you're dreaming.
Yes. Like a
You ever had the what's the other one?
Wait,
the one
what?
where you're like,
I thought this is all.
sleep paralysis.
yes.
I've had that.
That
too.
no,
That shit is fucking
that's
Sleep paralysis.
scary.
That's
You can't
just
sleep on your
very
back.
scary. That's just
That
very
shit
sleep
is
on your
scary.
back, like, it's over.
Dead ass saw myself like, move your finger, bitch. Move your
Yeah.
finger. Move
Yeah.
I had
this
one.
I couldn't move my head.
I had
Like,
one
I
before.
felt like there was like a 90-pound.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
weight on my chest.
That's
I'm
usually
like,
what it is.
I
It's
felt like that movie Awake. Is it the movie Awake where they were having surgery and the person was like,
I don't know.
Y'all
Who's-
remember that
who's in that
movie?
movie?
it was like they gave them, I don't remember, but it's like they gave them the anesthesia and everything, but everything worked except they didn't fall asleep. So everything was
that's
like,
not sleep paralysis though.
no, I'm saying, but that's how it felt because I could
Well,
see
usually,
everything.
all right. So sleep paralysis, like
But I
from my
couldn't.
understanding, is like it's like a spirit or a demon on you.
Okay.
No, I'm not even trying. Like, look it up. Like, I'm not even trying to be funny.
A
Okay.
demon.
And it's like, yeah, like,
Yeah,
it's
but
like,
look
it's
it up
a
for, like,
bad-
non-white people.
It's like a bad spirit or something, just like weighing,
I don't think
like,
white people are gonna believe.
weighing their spirit, like weighing something on you. That's why you said like you felt like it was like a 90-pound thing on your
Yeah.
chest and you couldn't move.
Yeah.
And I remember like one time I had it and I was like sleep and this is why I hate sleeping on my back now. So I was sleeping on my back and I just looked up and I seen like this little gremlin in the corner of my room.
Oh,
Right, but it didn't move. I'm telling you, like it didn't
So
move. It
cute.
just stayed there.
Wait,
And I
Can
tried
you
to
describe
like
the gremlin? Like,
the
what
under-
was? Are we talking like Baby Yoda gremlin? Are we
no,
talking
like the shit in like
Gremlin from
fucking, like, you know, the
Gremlins?
little Annabelle movie.
Gizmo?
Like no, like
like the ones that multiply
the underpants gnomes.
when you
yo. All right,
feed them after.
No, I'm not even trying to. Like, how did this?
All right, Gremlin, not like,
How
like
did you
little, like
know-
one of those like little dead girls in those horror movies where like their
Oh.
heads are all over like this.
Okay.
It's not a gremlin.
I mean, yeah, but like, and they was just in the corner, just looking, like had the head down, not looking, but had the head down like this in a white gown. I remember this shit so vividly, and I kept trying to get up.
To get the
It-
fuck out.
Yes.
Okay.
And every time I got up, it came closer. And then I got up, came closer.
Wow.
And to the point where it's just like I felt everything in the room. I saw the lights, I saw everything, and I just could not move. And the minute it got really close, I woke up in a sweat.
Of course.
Bro, that's
Like,
the
right before shit
scariest
happens.
shit. That's why I never sleep on my back.
Sleep paralysis is literally probably the scariest thing you could go through because, one, you're aware but not in control. Like, you know exactly what's going on.
You see everything.
You see everything, but it's just
like
like,
you can't speak.
Yeah.
You can't yell. You can't move. You can't even you can't. There's nothing. Everything is like
it
paralyzed.
just locks up. Like,
And
you
that's
feel,
the worst feeling.
you
bro.
feel like you're strapped to the bed a little bit.
Literally.
And you're seeing. I mean,
What's the
shout out to
definition?
Jordan Peele because he.
That's why I don't watch the movies.
No, yeah,
Being
like he
asleep and
almost
not being able
like
to- or being awake and not being able to.
So it's
move.
pretty much the same thing.
It's like your body's asleep, your mind's
Yeah.
awake.
Yeah. Yes, that's what it
he
is.
illustrated it probably as best as anyone can. Like you feel like you like fall into the chair or the sofa or the bed or whatever, and like you like that hole that he's looking out of and Get Out when like you can see him fall through the hole.
Yeah.
That's what it feels like. You're just like, ah.
Yeah, that's not. That shit is just like it's terrorizing.
The first time I saw that on screen, I was just like, holy shit! I know exactly what that feels like.
That shit is whack, bro.
Terrifying.
That shit is fucking whack.
I have
So,
to stop falling asleep watching like murder shows because
You probably should stop watching murder shows.
well, no, because when you fall asleep watching it and it's on in the background and you're still like trying to fall asleep, it somehow it
It
creeps
becomes
in.
the soundtrack of your
It
thoughts.
creeps into your dreams.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, you're murdering someone in your
Is
dreams.
that how,
or they're
is that,
murdering
is that how it
you.
works? Like whatever the last thing you see or last thing you think
I
about.
feel
That
like
happens
it,
to me sometimes.
I feel like
Yeah.
that happens.
That happens to me to something. Like sometimes, like I'll fall asleep watching Avengers, and all of a sudden I'm like, wait, what's going on? I'm like suiting up and shit, and like, wait a minute.
And you are so excited.
I'm so
Every
excited.
time.
It's so lit.
Yes, I'm back.
That's when the lucid dreams be lit though. Like if you watching something good, and then all of a sudden like you just watching, and you just blinking, it's like. And all of a sudden, it's like,
Yo, Casmo's wake up still like choo choo. Jasmine, what the fuck are you doing? don't grab Ruby without your fucking weird hands.
Oh man, I'll send my Tony Stark
Superhero
glove
hands.
over and grab her. Just
Speaking of Endgame, are we gonna talk about the war?
should we? So we were in the green room. I mean, listen, we gotta talk about it. We were in the green room before the show started. And we're just like, yo, do we talk about this? Like, you know, it's one of, we're recording this right in the middle of we're all taking as a declaration of war.
Nah, there ain't no declaration. Like we're in the midst.
Between Russia and Ukraine.
What's that got to do with it?
They won.
Which is
Nothing.
What's that got to do with
has
us?
a lot of implications between a lot of our allies and enemies. And again, I'm not gonna sit here and try to pretend to be a expert on foreign policy or affairs, whatever.
Yeah.
But we did sit in the room and say, like, how do we talk about this? What do we even say?
So
What do
me
we
and
do?
Kaz before Rosie got here because she was late.
All right, y'all were late the last two times, and I just ate it.
Try to
Okay.
sprinkle in, you know,
Cool.
you know. But we were talking about it's like how do you discuss something that's very, very sensitive and very, you know, key to people across seas or even people here in the States without being disrespectful or without, you know, being insensitive? Like, how do you do that? And he was like a comedic. This is when you see when people are good at tailoring the line of talking about world issues without being rude, without being disrespectful.
Right.
But then it's just like we were talking about how humor kind of just like evaporates fear. Like people are scared, people are just like terrorized, people are traumatized, people have PTSD. But then humor and comedy kind of help ease or help cope, you know, with all of those things. So we were just like, how do we do it, or who even does it?
Yeah, I feel like when we were talking about it, we were just like, you know, when it comes to serious shit on Twitter, especially, I don't know how many times I've seen it tweeted, but I saw a meme that basically said, like, yo, I'm really tired of living through, like, historical life-changing
Yeah, no,
events,
somebody
right?
said, I'm tired of living through historical...
Just history.
no.
I know what tweet you're talking about.
Somebody said, to make it even simpler, somebody was like, for once, I would just like to live in a precedented time. Right. Like, I'm tired of unprecedented times, yo. A nice precedented time right now
would be nice.
would feel fantastic.
The last 3 years of our lives.
Nothing's been precedented.
Nothing has been normal. Nothing has flowed the way it's supposed to. I mean, that's life, but this has been unprecedented.
No, we have.
We've
us,
dealt with a lot
our
of
age
shit.
specifically, starting
You
from
were
like
80s,
9/11.
A lot of shit.
All
bro.
the way from now, it's like we're going down in the history books.
Oh, for
like
sure.
our
Somebody was
grandkids
like,
are gonna be like, my
somebody was,
grandfather lived through that. Actually,
Listen.
No,
My
somebody
grandmother lived through
said, imagine kids reading the 2020 chapter,
they're gonna think it's fake.
like reading all of this shit, like in
That's the thing, we ain't
2092.
even going to have chapters. We only got books in the future, bro.
Well, imagine going
The
through
books
this
of
time.
that time. Yeah, it's like the way we look at, like, you know, World War II veterans and they're just walking around.
They're gonna
That's
look
how
at us
kids
like.
gonna look at us like,
My
yeah, them
grandmother lived through
motherfuckers-
the pandemic.
They lived through the
Y'all
2020s, yo.
Like
Like,
2020s is
and we'll just be sitting there old and
We were like back in when our quarantine
Right.
days.
and all our
Let me tell
Oculus
you.
on in the NFT world and
or I'm like, well, listen, we had verses.
listen to with our
had
versus
verses.
NFTs and our Kith metaverse sweatsuits, and we're just sitting there just like,
That
Yeah,
are
it's
still
just
gonna cost
like-
like $14.99
and
just
Rudy
to put on fake.
Gobert came and sneezed on a bunch of microphones,
But
and
it's
then
just
we
like
were here.
we don't know. Like I don't think we have any capacity to deal with anything else or anything moving forward. I think we've done and dealt with, and I'm not. And again, the things before us happen, and you know,
Famous
slaves-
last words.
I was about to say, God is looking at you right now. Challenge
oh, you don't think it
accepted.
can get worse?
Hold my beer.
No, I'm just saying.
Hold
Like in the
this.
last,
Oh, you
hold
think-
this.
Hold this
you
one.
Hold my bottle.
Oh, you think I'm just getting started?
No, it's
Challenge
just like the
accepted,
shit
baby.
we've been watching for the last 3 years, and I get it. Everything that's happened before is like the Holocaust, slavery, Jim Crow, fucking just, you know, everything that's been going on. But it's just, this is like back to back to back to back.
think
to
for
back,
the
and this is
first
like,
time-
fuck.
Yeah, I think for the first time since the pandemic started, I'm ready to lean into the chaos. Like I think
ready
I'm,
to
I'm
lean
re-
into
I'm
the
ready
chaos?
To lean in.
In what regard?
In the regards of like, I feel like I've been just so caught off guard the past several years. Like, caught off guard with the pandemic.
Right.
Caught off guard with George Floyd.
Right.
Caught off guard with every summer something. Omicron. Fucking
Delta.
Delta,
Yeah.
market crash,
Right.
crypto crash.
Yeah.
All like it's always something.
Right.
Now I'm just like, you know what?
How do you lean in? That's the question.
Give me my Batman mask.
What? Now
Give me
you're a
my
superhero?
cape. I'm gonna make my utility belt.
Bro,
I think at this time, yo,
Mysterio.
honestly, I just like you lean in.
nothing can shock me no more, bro.
Oh no.
Oh, wait. Hold on. Don't
See
say that.
That's it.
Nothing, no,
Don't
no,
say
no.
that.
Trust me.
See, baby Jesus is listening right now.
Don't
Like
say
you literally
that.
just said to me, like you think I'm you
But
think
nothing
they ain't
is
saying
shock-
shit?
But here's
Fast
the thing,
forward.
I'm prepared for it. I'm prepared for the app. Like what happened today
Yeah.
is yeah. Like there's no turning back from this. Like there's nothing that could happen.
I think
in the
okay,
next,
so
like,
I understand what you're saying.
Well, it
but
could
I
happen
think,
to us. It could happen
yes,
here.
yes.
I
It could
know.
1,000%. It could 1,000,000% happen here.
I
It would
think
not
I
shock me
understand
no
what you're
more.
saying, but at the
shock
same
me.
time, this country specifically, or just the world period, has been through a lot of bullshit, a lot of chaos, and I don't think that what's happening right now is any different from what's happened in the past, from World War I, World War II, the Holocaust, all
Oh
those
no,
things.
it's different. You
It's
know
only
why?
different because we're old enough to understand and
Nah.
understand the perspective
On
of
top
it. That's
of that,
why.
the warfare now isn't just hand to hand, kill, shoot,
about
shoot,
cyber
bomb,
shit,
bomb.
yeah.
Cyber shit.
Yeah.
We got fucking disease out there.
Yeah,
like
yeah. The outbreaks and
they
all
can
that.
shut down all that shit. Like the war is so much more than
But
just.
that's what happened. But that's what happened.
over
But that's what
our
happened with
heads,
9/11.
you know?
Like the economy crashed. A lot of things happened, but we weren't old enough to really understand. Like we're old enough to understand
Right.
like the differences of how it affects our lives. We were
Right.
kids. We were teenagers. I was a freshman at Morgan State University. I didn't get the massive effect, the long-lasting effect that 9/11 would have on our country.
Right.
Now we're looking at this shit. We're 35, 38. You got a daughter. You got a family.
Yeah.
I'm about to be 40. You know, we're all grown. So now it's like, yo, like this is a little bit different. But like, imagine people when 9/11 was happening that are our age. They knew how fucking ridiculous.
We're still.
And it happened on the home turf.
The effects of 9/11 are still being felt to this day.
That's
The
my
fact
point.
That like we still have troops like stationed
That's my
in
point.
certain countries because of things that happened that day. I don't know. Again, like I said, I'm not sitting here trying to be a foreign policy fucking expert.
That's
and all
not
that
no.
shit.
We're just saying like the dynamics of how we understand what's going on in life in regards to situations and historic events. That's all
Right.
we're trying to just compare it. So now this thing happening in real time as we record this podcast, we get it. Like I keep saying, if 9/11 was happening right now and we're 38, 39, 40, 35, whatever, we're like, yo, like this is some serious ass shit.
Yeah.
This ain't no just like something happened and boom, we done.
Yeah, no.
This is some serious ass shit that's going on right now.
I think it's always been serious action. I think the difference is like and the one thing we were trying to discuss in the green room is just how we all take it in.
Yeah.
How we all cope with this
Yeah.
sort of thing. And humor, people use humor as like a shield because like a lot of time, I mean, I'm one of those people. Like
I think
sometimes
it's
when
therapeutic.
shit is too serious, I gotta laugh. Like I'm gonna laugh through some shit, yo. Like
That's one thing niggas gonna do. We gonna laugh through some shit.
I'm gonna laugh at
the
the
fighter
wrong
just
Laugh through
time.
some shit.
the fighter just could be coming right here. I'll be just like this,
you
like
know what? Fuck it.
stay on my last day on
Did you
earth.
see
Like,
Wait.
like,
What's your last tweet?
oh my god, my last tweet.
It was fun while it lasted.
Oh,
That'd be my last.
my last tweet
Give me the
is
secret sauce. Thank you, please.
nobody semicolon Jesus colon and then it's a video of Mark Morrison playing Return of the Mac at the Brit Awards.
Beautiful.
That's my last tweet. Right
Oh, yeah,
before,
okay, all right,
right before
so that's
shit
your
goes off.
What's your last tweet? Like, all right, if
I
you're
don't
in a
know.
like a life-destructing
I-
event, like you're on a ship and it's about to turn over, or you see a rocket coming straight to Earth, and you got your phone, you're chilling with your friend. What's your last tweet?
I love you, Mom.
Huh?
I love you, Mom.
I would hope that I'm with
Okay.
my mom Like I would,
That's cute.
I would hope
have a
that
goal.
like.
I don't have a
now y'all
goal.
made it serious.
Well, it's
Like, y'all, now y'all made it
I don't-
fucking
I don't-
serious.
I don't tweet.
And detrimental. I'm like, come
I don't
on.
tweet.
Here's
Let's
the
get that
thing.
clear.
No, okay, all right, so-
I'm not a Twitter person.
Okay, wait.
Like, I
so you
don't-
said
I
a
don't
comment's
tweet.
coming?
What?
You said if a
If
comment.
it's a comment or you're on a
Serious shit
ship
time.
or like something like you know it's over.
My last tweet
You got 30 seconds and you know it's boom.
would
we're
be,
done. It's gonna be something nasty too.
you know that Diddy meme where he's staring at the guy.
So that you staring at the
It
comment?
would be us, Diddy, the comment. Us, mad serious, the comment. That's all, folks.
That's good.
Lo, what's your last tweet if shit's about to go down,
My
bro?
last tweet. If
That's
shit,
what it
if I
reminded me
know,
of. Like, really? Y'all fucking for
yeah,
real?
like dead ass.
And the comment.
Beyonce not doing a billion.
Damn, I don't
Comment.
hear my last tweet before if it was about to end.
Gotta laugh.
Those last tweets gonna be, yo, best coke rap album. We got it for cheap.
Lo, we're trying to make a versus between the comment and a war. And see who had the best one.
Yeah, that's
Cheat
what
sheet.
new cheat sheet out now.
Cheat sheet is out.
Russia versus Ukraine cheat sheet.
I'm telling you, Lo's gonna make a versus like, who did it best?
Yo, I'm gonna plug some shit before I get off this plane. It's either gonna be cheat sheet, it's gonna be hip hop throwback, it's gonna be this shit. It's gonna be Rap Life Palooza or Rap Life Review, or it's gonna be Palooza.
We would talk about this on Say Less, but we out of here.
Yo, before I go, I'm gonna promote some shit. So yeah,
Oh
if you
my
find this phone, if you find my Twitter account, that's
Oh
what I
my
was doing
goodness
before
gracious.
shit went to hell.
Now he's Drake lost iPhone. Drake lost BlackBerry.
If you find this phone,
find this
shit.
Said his motherfucker.
Wait,
to
so wait,
everybody
what's yours?
I know. I said nobody.
Oh, no, yeah, oh, yeah,
Jesus.
yeah.
Return
Return
of
of
the
the
Mac.
back video.
That's
and then
good. That's good.
I'm out. But yeah, no. In all seriousness,
No, it's
just
it ain't no seriousness. Yeah,
What?
I think we're past that.
We just said we're gonna make fun of it.
I mean, like we're
We're
trying
gonna
to
laugh.
no. I'll tell you this. Anybody, obviously, it's a lot of anxious-ridden days. Whatever. Do what you got to do to keep yourself level-headed because it's gonna be a it's gonna be a long couple of years right now.
A
So
long couple of decades.
do what you got to do to stay ready and stay focused and
Stay
keep
free
your
and
head
say
up.
less.
Stay free and say less. That's
Are
why I
we
say it
leaving?
every episode. Stay
So let's
free,
all
stay
right,
safe,
so let's
and
talk
stay
about
less.
it. Let's talk about it, and this is gonna be dedicated to you.
Let's do it.
The-
Come on.
The dunk contest.
The dunk contest.
Oh.
Dunk
Wait, could
contest.
Kaz have won that
questions.
dunk contest?
Huh?
Could Kaz have won that dunk contest?
No.
No, Kaz couldn't win a layup contest.
I
but,
can. I got my ring grazer package. Don't sleep.
whatever.
Don't sleep.
I have
I can still punch.
I know because I saw you made it. I saw you made a tweet about Obi Toppin and about if the commentators
With no context and
with
no commentary.
context.
The dunks
Those-
were hard.
They were not hard. What? He's like what? 6'8",
6'10".
6'10".
So they were
Those
so what
dunks
you
were
saying?
not like complicated for a guy his size.
No, I think technically speaking, like he had some dope. Like he had the off the glass through the legs, hit the backboard and then dunk.
Yeah, him jumping over.
If he
a
hits it on the
midget was
first
not-
try, fire.
Yeah.
Fire. Another one. What was the other one? Where he
Another one.
I guess
Him jumping over that white dude was not
Or
good.
maybe, like,
That he went behind the
jumped
back,
over and behind the back.
If
Yeah,
you-
you know what?
That was not a good dunk.
Here's my thing.
Well, his pop said he felt like he was at Rutgers.
Here's my.
I guess
for
it has
those
to
who-
count for
For
something.
those who didn't see the slam dunk contest,
don't bother.
you did a good thing. But
Hey.
above
That
that,
shit was horrible.
Cole
bro. Like,
Anthony.
come on.
So I have
That was my question. Was Cole?
I have a
Damn, I like
special
Cole Anthony, man.
relationship with this dunk contest because all those guys are guys, not all of them, but Obi Toppin, Jalen Green,
Yeah.
Cole Anthony. Those are guys I've either watched since high school
Mm-hmm.
or get to work with sometimes for Knicks stuff and. I forgot who was the fourth compare. Juan Toscano Anderson.
yeah.
I don't know him well, and I don't know those guys well, but I've gotten to work with them. So
Yeah,
I was
yeah,
like,
yeah.
yo, like I know these guys could go. Like Cole Anthony got some super bounce, and
Yeah.
he's like a regular sized dude, so
Right.
he look good. Jalen Green's an alien. You know what I mean? He's somebody I've watched since high school that I've seen like in game do some incredible things. And Obi's Obi. Like anybody who's seen him in the Knicks knows that he can get crazy. So going into the dunk contest, I'm thinking like, all right, there's gonna be. I'm like everybody like, yo, there's some elements here that can make like a really good dunk contest, right? Like I'm thinking Toronto. I'm thinking Zach LaVine.
Oh no, you can't think
Aaron
you
Gordon.
You can't think Toronto.
I'm thinking Obi could be Aaron Gordon.
There's no
I'm
way.
thinking Jalen Green.
Bro, like
that's-
This is me going into the contest. This is me going into the contest. This is me going into the contest.
Kaz. I'm well versed in music. Crazy. You're well versed in sports. You're not gonna sit there and tell me you thought, and we were in Toronto during that time. You cannot tell me. I know you're a Knicks guy. I know you love it.
No,
Listen, I get it.
It's not even
But
about Obi. It's not even about Obi. It's
but
about
you can't-
Jalen Green, bro.
But you can't tell me that you really saw potential in
Yeah.
this dunk contest that you
really
saw in
did.
2016.
I 1,000% did. I 1,000%
I
did.
did not.
Anybody who's followed Jalen Green or followed Obi, I knew Obi was gonna do Obi things.
Yeah.
Whatever. But Jalen,
Obi
I
things.
picked Jalen Green to win. I thought he was gonna be the
That
one.
was one boy
gonna
that was doing like 8, 9.
the one that
attempts.
did like a million.
That's the one on the Rockets.
On the Rockets,
Yeah, yeah.
And I'm just like, oh my god. And you could hear it in the commentators, even like before the
Bro, you could hear it in the arena.
before the contest gets going. The commentators are hyping Jalen Green up, like, like this guy, he could really sky and da-da-da-da, and he really can, like, in game. Like, I've seen him in dunk contests. I was covering the Slam All-American game a couple years ago, the dunk contest that he came in second place to this guy, Jimma, who was, he's a fucking insane athlete. He's not in the league or anywhere, but he went up, Jimma Gatchwa. Go ahead and YouTube him. He was on SportsCenter, top 10, incredible dude. But Jalen Green, I thought this would have potential to be an all-time great dunk contest.
Yeah.
And then it started.
First of all, once I seen the Tims, I was like,
No, I thought the Timbs was a good idea.
I did
Really?
too
Yo,
until
I
I
saw-
thought about grip and I was like, wait a minute.
But
I
that's-
wasn't even thinking about grip. I saw the aesthetic of it. Like I got where he was going.
I got where he was
aesthetically.
going. My thing is, he should have came on with the Timbs already on. I think
Wait.
the fact that
No, but
No,
like
'cause
that's the whole
I
presentation of the dunk
I
contest.
get it. Yeah, I get
Yeah,
the
I get what he
presentation
was
where his
doing.
pops
Yeah.
around the
While
Tims.
they're doing
Here
the
we
whole-
go. Boom,
I
boom,
get
boom.
what he was
Here's
doing.
little ways we could have fixed that, right?
Okay.
While they're doing the whole rigmarole or whatever, like
The rigmarole.
bring Greg Anthony out, have him cut a promo to the fucking camera, be like, everybody home, all my New Yorkers, da 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 da. While Greg Anthony's doing that, you got Cole Anthony lacing up his Timbs, right?
Yeah.
The whole time that we're sitting here watching him lace up his Timberlands, the momentum is slowly
down.
starting to die.
Yeah, he
down.
did take a long time. Cole,
And
come
then,
on, bro.
time.
On top of that, he
I would've
didn't
pre-laced him for you.
give a whole full attempt a couple of times. You know what I'm saying? I think even with the Timbs on, he'll have a little time to get worn up. If he hits that Timberland windmill on first rip, it's like, okay, nice start to the dunk.
I just looked at it like, yo, bro, whatever happens to your ankles, you deserve it.
Yeah. But that's what makes
Whatever
it.
happens
But that's
to your
what makes it
ankles,
a great.
You deserve it.
That's what makes it a great dunk because everybody watching that was just like,
Dead ass.
oh, this dude got some super bounce to be able to pull this off.
Yeah,
Like, there's
yeah.
no way.
I mean, he's already smaller, so
Yes.
he has super bounce.
Yes.
But
it's
when I
already
seen
there.
the Tims, I was like, I was worried about grip.
I
was
just
like,
wanted,
I
I
want you
really
to
wanted,
slide.
and they tried their hardest. They tried to keep the excitement going. So like, I can't fault them for that. They just didn't execute, and I think they didn't really study their dunks or rehearse their dunks. It just looked like everything was on the fly.
Yeah.
Aside
I
from
don't
like
think
the
it was on the
theatrics.
fly.
Just like, yo, each person took about 4 or 5 times.
Yeah.
Zach LaVine and Aaron Gordon, nigga, they was off one.
Yeah.
They was going boom, boom,
It
boom,
was like 22 of 27 dunk attempts. in the
bro.
On
first
top
round.
of that, yo,
rough.
one thing that I was thinking about during this dunk
We
contest.
was watching their practice.
I watched the practice. The practice was great.
No,
I
that's
was
what
like,
we were watching. That was the dunk contest. We was watching
Yeah,
them
that was
warm
a
up for
practice.
the
I think-
practice.
The dunk contest that we grew up on, yo, I think a lot of fans.
They actually made their dunks. But
Well,
continue.
here's the thing. I think people forget how good just a strong, hard fucking dunk is. Right? Like, back in the day, everyone's thinking, like, oh, we need to get Vince Carter back and Sean Kemp back and Dominique
Yup.
Wilkins back and MJ. Like, they did great dunks. Like, they were pretty looking dunks, but they were just forceful, like, finish hard fucking, like, dunks.
And also,
I don't see a problem.
in addition to that,
No, that's good. I think the dunk contest can be saved very easily. I think
How?
Do you think
Yeah,
nowadays?
yeah,
do you
how?
think at All Star now? Do you think people even care to go to the dunk contest?
They still do. Like, as much as people want to say, like, oh, it's dead, it's dead. Every time, every year, when it comes around,
I wouldn't care to go to-
this year kind of proved it's
They
a
need
dying
they're
breed.
still going to be interested in the dunk contest every single year.
But not like, all right, you know how.
Okay,
every-
who
no, hold
would
on.
have to be in a dunk contest for
John
you guys to go?
John Morant, and Zach LaVine.
Exactly.
Nah, it's not even about.
Aaron
Well,
Gordon.
okay.
There's a lack of superstars in the dunk contest, right?
Right.
Think about it like that. So there's no fandom. There's no.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah, there's no eye jarring.
I don't think it's about the fandom, though.
Because
now everybody's talking about how Zach LaVine and Aaron Gordon's an all-time great dunk contest. Back then, they wasn't talking about them being some superstar players. They were just guys who had some bounce. That they put it, Zach LaVine has evolved into a player like that.
Right.
Aaron Gordon's all right. But back then, nobody was saying that. I think what made that dunk contest so good was what you said earlier. They hit their dunks. It was like blow for blow for blow.
But
for
it's
blow.
also partial to the superstar aspect of it too. Like, yes, that's a great point. Zach LaVine and Aaron Gordon were not superstars before they came into the
Right.
dunk contest. They've evolved to great players, yes. But now the flair has been lost since that contest, right? So now we're missing accuracy, we're missing superstardom, and we're missing interest. The interest, this comes from the NBA to make that decision. The interest is we need to get those aspects back to a key point where everyone's gonna be like, yo, I cannot wait to see this shit.
Right.
And that component is a Zach LaVine or a John Morant or an Aaron Gordon.
I think Zach LaVine and Aaron Gordon have done
Anthony
a lot.
Edwards.
I think a guy like Anthony Edwards, I think.
Yeah.
You know what I think a very simple fix for the dunk contest is? Very simple fix. You been to a carnival before? You ever get a hammer and you hit the hammer and go bloop?
Yeah, I wasn't that strong, but I tried.
Put that shit on the rim, bro. Put that shit on the rim, man. Get somebody like, yo, you could have creativity, all that. Because
I see what you mean.
I think
See how hard-
honestly, I think the dunk contest has gotten too fucking
Yeah,
huge.
hard they dunk.
It took me. Okay, that goes back to your point about emphasis when you.
Yes.
Dunk. Okay.
Yeah, I think the dunk contest got too cute. There's too much all this shit. It's like, yo, do you know how you would get the crowd rocking if you just go up in there and just
rock it.
boom, just punch
You know
it?
what'd be funny
That's
as
what
fuck?
Dominique did.
Yes,
I
that's
was
all
gonna
Dick
say,
did.
you know what'd be funny
All
if-
Nick
if-
did was just boom.
That's what Jordan was doing. Jordan had finesse.
Jordan did it with grace though, but
he still
was
had
still
authority,
finishing.
yeah.
Boom,
I was gonna
hard.
say, you imagine like at the dunk contest, let's say Cole Anthony laced up his Timbs, whatever, and didn't do nothing but like just a regular dunk.
Yo,
but
if
hits.
it looked hard,
just hits,
it would at least set the pace because it's his first
just
dunk.
like a windmill
If
dunk.
he-
just,
if he laced
with
his
the
Timbs
Timbs
up,
on,
You're right.
if he laced his Timbs up,
arm in the rim.
fucking did his fucking
Did he try to do
C-walk
that?
or whatever.
I'm just saying, how
No,
hard
I
would
get.
that
No,
be?
yeah, I get what you're saying. I get
If he laced his Timbs up,
Should've been open.
did
put
his
a-
little
put a
dance with his
fitted on.
dad, and then just went up there and just did like a hard ass like reverse,
Yeah.
just hard as
hard.
fuck, and then just celebrated it. He would have had
Because
the
a lot
crowd
of
on
a
his
lot of
back.
the dunks that
That'd be
Zach,
fire.
a lot of the
Damn.
dunks that Zach and Aaron
and then hit the
did,
little
the meter.
48. So like
No, but
50.
no, so I mean, I guess
Yeah.
to your point, a lot of the dunks that Zach and Aaron did were graceful, and they were on less attempts, and they were aggressive.
Yeah, and they were forceful.
They were forceful. So I guess so like thinking from that component, yeah, you're right.
I'm tired of Zach, bro. He was in the commercials.
Yeah.
He was all. I was like, oh my god,
It's
It's
not-
wild.
it's the
He's
Zach
like a-
show.
He's like a superstar now, Lois the Key.
Oh,
It's
and
like-
also,
It was
okay,
the
yeah,
Zach
and
show.
I mean to make this transition from sports to music, but speaking of superstars, Punch had a great conversation.
My guy Punch, shout out Punch, man.
Punch from TDE.
Zone, yeah.
He said, was it him that asked about the
I think he was the one who asked the question about
the
the
post
current,
superstar.
the current
aside from
crop of
Drake, Cole,
superstars
and Kendrick,
after Drake, Cole, and Kendrick.
who are the superstars right now?
Who did he
Plenty.
ask?
I mean, he just put it on Twitter, just said like,
I mean, I seen Doja Cat in Indianapolis.
definitely a
I'm like,
superstar.
Doja Cat's a megastar.
Yeah.
Megastar. Cardi B, megastar.
Nicki.
Absolutely. Nicki's in the Drake, Cole, Kendrick class to me.
Oh, okay, all right.
I'm thinking like
You're talking about
people-
app post. Okay, all right.
Afterwards.
I didn't think about it like that. I think Jack Harlow has that.
Jack Harlow has potential to
He
be
definitely
that.
has potential to be.
I think Lil Nas X is there, megastar.
He's
Oh,
already
yeah,
there.
he's already there.
Out of there.
Yeah, he's already
Out of
there.
there.
He's out of there.
I think
Do y'all think Jack Harlow has that because Kanye co-signed him, or y'all
Jack
just
Harlow
knew
had
that?
that.
I
way
like
before.
Jack Harlow for a long time.
Yeah. Me
bro.
too.
If
I
you know
fuck with
Dark
Jack
Knight,
Harlow.
that's
Yeah.
that's early Jack Harlow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I remember DJ Drama hit me years ago,
Shout out friend of the show, DJ
Yeah,
Drama.
he DM'd me. He was like, "Yo, I'm working with this kid named Jack Harlow. Like, yo, you should just really be in tune." And I kind of like,
The one that hate me the most look just like me. You tell me what that mean.
why do you have to rap me like what that mean?
And they not
This is
in
why, like,
sync.
this is why like, the show. This is why these
That's
niggas
my
don't.
shit. I fucks with yo.
Hey, he's
I'm trying to,
Spanish
I'm
now.
actually, like,
You saw
trying
my
to tell us
tweet.
some shit, like, they're not even-
You saw my tweet. Remember I
they're not
drafted
even
him?
like, I'm
My
trying
fault,
to-
Lo. Go ahead.
like,
Go
I'm
ahead.
And
trying
Lo
to,
told me
like,
that was a trash pick, by the
I didn't tell you
way.
that was a trash pick.
We could watch the episode.
Did I tell you it was a trash
Yes.
You did.
You told me it was a trash pick.
told me-
He's Spanish now.
It was a low draft, high value pick, Rosie.
she saw it.
I saw the
She saw the
potential
She
in
saw
my
the
guy.
long game.
You saw
That's
the
what I said.
potential.
I was like,
A
A
think about
woman
it.
will see the potential in you.
I was like, listen,
well, she needs some watering. Needs some feeding.
I hate how we get this. All right, listen.
All right, now
anyway.
go ahead, Lo. Go ahead, Lo.
Oh,
It's all
fuck
right.
you for getting me off track. No, but Drama hit me a couple years ago. He was like, "Yo, I'm working with this kid from Louisville. His name is Jack Harlow." And I just kind of like,
Louisville.
all right, like I saw him. So I just kind of like, it was a slow burn for me to like, I kind of just like started listening to certain songs. And Dark Knight was like my intro to him. So I'm like, yo, this kid got something. And I just seen Drama just like keep pushing him. And like now today, that's what I'm saying. He probably is one of the leading artists in this pack to be a superstar. And I think his humbleness, I think he's hilarious. I think he has a great
hilarious.
personality. And I think he also just cares about rapping.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like he cares. Just like how Tyler was, you know, how he cares about rapping.
I mean,
think,
Jack Harlow can rap, bro.
Yeah.
I think a lot of times people get misconstrued with the package of what it comes in. But, like, when you sit here and listen to him put words together, I'm like, oh, no, he's talented. And, you know, he has melodies and shit.
Yeah.
It doesn't hurt that, like, you know, he's got personality and he's a confident dude. Like, I think a lot of that adds into, like, the superstarness of it. However, when it comes to, like, reaching that Drake, Cole, Kendrick level,
those were years in the making.
it was
though.
years in the making.
You gotta look
I
at.
have
You look
faith
at.
that my guy could do it.
I'm not saying he can't.
I have faith.
I think
I
he
have
could.
faith he could do it.
Well, Drake doesn't have a class.
He's just getting,
We're not
you know,
doing
the
this
ball rolling.
conversation again, yo.
No, I didn't say.
We're not doing this conversation
No, I didn't.
again.
Okay.
yo.
Am I bugging?
Jesus Christ. Yeah, you are bugging.
yeah.
bro.
Can that be the title of the show?
Remember-
Am I bugging? No, he doesn't. Okay.
Hating with
no.
low.
It's not hate. Anyway, you know, Drake, Cole, and Kendrick, they have years in the making. From
Right.
the mixtapes, the EPs, the collaborations, the tours, this, that, and the third. I think Jack is getting into that comfortable
I
space.
think Tyler, the creator's there,
as what?
like a superstar.
Oh yeah, yes.
Yeah.
When he performed at Lollapalooza, that confirmed it for me.
Oh yeah.
That confirmed it for me.
He's got them Grammys now.
Yeah, he's
got-
I feel
definitely
like
a
we're
superstar.
missing somebody.
Man.
It's Jack, Tyler,
No, we're
Doja,
missing somebody.
Lil Nas X,
Lil
Cardi
Nas
B.
X. No,
I think Future's there.
Future's not a superstar.
I don't think he
I
ever
think
gonna
he's a
be-
superstar, but he's just like a hood superstar.
So then he's not. so then he's not. So he's a superstar by technicality.
Like I put it like this. I think the way Punch prefaced that question, I think it was fresh off of the Super Bowl and just thinking of people that not saying these certain shows are like the end all be all of what makes you a superstar, but it definitely puts you in a different type of caliber when you achieve it. I don't think Future does the Super Bowl.
I feel like if you're a rapper and you can go,
Weeknd's done it already.
Weeknd's done it. Yeah, but we know the Weeknd's a superstar.
Yeah.
We know that. I look at.
And he's from that same class of Cole, Kendrick, Drake to me.
Yeah, he's in that.
The
He's
old-
in that.
old
He's in
Weeknd
that
is to
bucket.
me.
Yeah,
I
he's
don't
in
know-
that
I
bucket.
don't
But
know
yeah,
if
I
it's no
don't.
Weeknd.
I think I do love the cultural importance Future does have. I do
Right.
understand. I love that, but I do not think he has superstar qualities that give us like he's going to be a long-lasting figure.
Lo, can I ask you?
And this is no
Because
hate. I don't see it.
No, I'm
I
asking.
don't
I'm gonna
get
ask you a question because when I think superstar quality, I think like, can you go on a big platform where the audience is not majority like a rap audience? You know what I'm saying?
In regards to like
just
like a
rock
TV
out and
show
everybody
or like
just any stage that's like Super Bowl, fucking
Yeah.
Lollapalooza, Coachella,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
where the
yeah.
audience isn't necessarily a rap audience, right?
Yeah,
and that has nothing to
no.
do with race or anything. I'm just saying, like, let's say they're not hip hop heads. My thing is a superstar a person that can go up there and everybody still rocks out to them?
Mm-hmm.
I'm asking
I
you,
think a
to you.
superstar is when you walk into the room, no matter what your audience or your narrative is, people clamor to you and people want to invest in you and people want to just sit there and be like the aura they bring. So whether
So it has nothing to do with diversity?
It does, but like whether you're a musician, whether you're an actor, actress, whatever the thing is that you have, whatever room you walk into and you light it up and they have no idea who you are, to me that's a superstar. And I feel like
Travis Scott.
Travis is a superstar. Like these people that they walk in these places and just like they bring it here. I don't think Future is that yet. I think he possibly could be, but you look
I think he is. And what you just described, I think he is.
I think Future. I love Future, and the hood loves Future, and.
Oh, they're gonna hate us for this. I love it.
No.
Stop saying the
They're gonna
hood.
hate us for this.
I think Future is
I
that,
think
what
people
you
love-
described.
I
But
think
no, I don't-
people
yeah, I
love
don't know.
Future, but it's like I think
I
obviously.
think y'all taking his personal life and mixing it into
No,
it.
I'm not.
I'm not talking about
nothing to do
personal
with- has
life.
nothing to do with
okay.
personal.
I think
Nothing to do with personal
sometimes
life.
we forget, there's certain songs that hit my atmosphere
Yes.
that I'm not even trying to, but it just hits me because of that aura.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That fucking just like circumference.
the vicinity of
That vicinity of just like I don't think I've ever went to my Spotify and typed in Lil Nas X.
Yeah.
But that song gonna find you because
yeah,
he's a superstar,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Like Tyler Hero wasn't a record that like I went and found.
Found you.
I wanted to find it.
Finds you. You know
See,
what I'm saying?
like, okay, so like, and that, you know what? That's
Future.
that's the
I looked
perfect
for that
way.
shit.
That's the
Yeah.
perfect
What
way.
about
to
Post?
Hold on, that's
Post Malone's another one.
Post Malone's
He's a superstar.
He sold the garden out by himself. For one, I went
He's
to
a
one of those shows.
superstar.
That's a
Post Malone
perfect
on
way to
Future?
describe a superstar.
Post Malone is a superstar.
It's gonna find you. There are certain artists and entertainers that we love that found us.
Yes.
I wasn't searching for you. I didn't care about you, or I didn't care for you. You found me. You feel what I'm saying? So I think the way Kaz just put it is probably the best way to describe a superstar.
And that's
If
why
you-
I think
yeah.
Burna Boy's a superstar.
Well, no, Burno here.
He
No.
found me. I didn't
No,
find
well,
him.
we know why he found you. Like, so
No.
let's just stop.
I suggested, based off what you listen
found you for
to.
different reasons.
Y'all nasty.
Like I wasn't looking for hookah. Hookah found me.
Yeah.
I
right.
wasn't looking for that shit.
Oh,
The
you're
hookah,
right.
the mint hookah found me.
I came here to
So,
do a
yeah.
podcast, and here's the Say Less
Yeah,
sauce.
like the mint
It
hookah
found me,
just-
bro. I didn't come here for this. I wasn't
Like,
looking for
Kaz
this.
wasn't looking for the braids. The
The Braves found him, and they left him too.
Listen, I wanted my hair to go. First off, you see the link?
They broke up
still
with
late?
him. They said, "I'm tired of that shit. I'm tired of being
tight.
pricked to me. It hurts."
I feel like if you like really picked it out, I feel like you have
It's
a
so
nice.
long right now.
I
You're
think if
giving me
you
like
really-
Baron
yeah,
Davis
when I
vibes.
get
Why
a
are you
blowout-
like?
Yeah, I know it's probably bigger.
When I get a blowout, it's really long.
Listen,
Like, I get a ton
listen
of
to
shit.
listen to him use bad
A
bitch
blowout.
language when I get a blowout.
When I get my hair laid.
Right before they braid my joint.
Rosy, look, that chin is getting gray. Ruby
okay.
stressing that nigga out.
That's all right. That's all right. Let me tell you
That's
something.
okay.
Let me tell you something. A little bit of gray here, you know what I'm saying? As long as the beard is nice and full, it's all right. You know?
Yeah, I just don't
It's
care.
all right.
I don't
To be
know
honest
why
with
my shit is not getting gray. Like,
Look, now he's jealous.
Oh, now
He
you
jealous.
Now you jealous of the gray? Woo, look at that.
He's jealous.
no, I'm
He's like, look at the gray though.
Bro, I'm
Damn.
6 years
Why I
older than
can't
this
get
nigga,
a
and I
wish?
can't get one.
Yo,
Like,
wish.
I feel younger. Like,
I tried to adjust from that for like a couple of weeks,
Yeah.
and then I was just like, I don't know.
fuck out of here. You need to keep that salt and pepper.
I like this wisdom on my beard.
Keep that salt and pepper, bro.
He said, look at the gray. Ha ha ha. Why can't I get
So I'm like,
any?
yo, why can I get that? Like, what the fuck?
I got a question off
okay.
the top of your and yours. Like,
Damn, I had a
superstar.
question. I
Oh,
fucking
superstar,
forgot.
okay.
Well, hold it.
Damn,
Wait,
okay, I can't remember.
We'll try to
Super
remember.
Sauce,
Okay.
before you ask me that secret question.
It was a question of both.
Because it comes off of a tweet that I tweeted yesterday. I got a lot of engagement, and I wanted to talk to you guys about it.
All right, come on.
You talk about rap superstars, right?
Yeah.
You've been covering music for a
Oh,
long time.
I remember.
About 15 years.
Got it.
Name somebody that you were convinced was going to be a big deal, a star, a superstar.
Kaz, do you want to know my
Like,
question?
name somebody you put on the. I'll start it because I know exactly what I'm talking about.
Oh, yeah, I need a minute to think, so I want to hear what you're about to say.
Person that I swore up and down, like I would have put my,
That was
I would have
gone.
stoked my reputation on the ability for this person to become a star. Yo.
Yeah.
Wait, can I guess?
Guess, Jay.
Yeah, can we all take a
Fiasco.
guess?
Well, Lupe's a superstar.
Lupe's a star.
Come on now.
Lupe
Lupe didn't
rapper.
fail.
He's my favorite. He's one of my favorite
Lupe,
rappers.
I understand what you're saying, but like Lupe still has like
still
he holds a lot.
He's
of
got
weight.
top. He's got
My
number
bad.
one hit.
My
Yeah,
bad.
like he's got
Okay,
and he's got a
wait.
classic album. So.
You
My bad,
guess
Lupe. My
one
bad.
for Kaz. I'm about to guess one
guess.
too.
Damn, I can't. Oh, all right, now y'all making me do two things at once.
Nah, I know who I'll
Yeah,
just say it. I'll just say it. Not Jay Lick. Well, Jay Lick. No, not him.
Was it ASAP?
He didn't care.
Nah, not ASAP.
Jay just didn't care.
You know who I went super hard for that I could have sworn was gonna be a star, but didn't turn out to be. Gunplay. Gunplay.
Oh.
Well, I swear to you, if you were not there for the Gunplay, there was like a legitimate. And I tweeted this out yesterday.
Yeah.
And I'm so glad so many. Shout out to Andrew Barber, Jinx, Insulin, Rob Markman, all my rap heads that we got to reminisce.
All the rap nerds.
All the rap nerds of rap Twitter, which I love. The 7 months where Gunplay was the best rapper alive. I would have stoked anything. And mind you, one of my best friends is on Maybach Music. One of my best friends was on Maybach Music. I'm sitting here like, yo, after you,
Yeah.
this nigga got it. You know?
I think
Would it?
again, going back to the rap nerd conversation.
Damn.
I'll go back. Can I go
but
some
keep
of
going,
my
keep going.
favorite records before you do your
go
joints?
ahead,
All
go
right.
ahead.
For those who didn't experience the summer of Gunplay or the spring of Gunplay, whatever it was,
man.
it went from my dog said we gonna be rich
Yeah,
one day.
that's rolling.
Hey,
Yeah,
damn,
rolling.
I'll say yourself Gunplay.
Even
That's
on-
all it is on the block of hallway.
Even on Ross's last album,
yeah, he got some.
he still got a
Yeah.
great
He's
verse
still
on that.
nice.
He's still nice.
He's
Kaz,
so nice.
I'm not gonna hold you, bro.
Ooh.
Oh
Oh no!
what?
Do that.
Ugh. No way.
This nigga be saying random shit so much, bro.
That's Wale.
Wow.
What? Wait.
I thought. Listen. hold
Wait,
on.
he's not?
No. I thought he was
Friend
gonna
of the
be
show.
bigger
Okay.
than bigger.
Well, you're talking like
'Cause
Kanye big?
Cause the way I liked him mixtape wise, I was like,
But
yo,
if
this
we're gonna- if we're
motherfucker
keep it
gonna
a
be.
buck about it.
Like
It was-
I'm not
it was-
saying
no,
I'm
no,
not
no,
saying
it had
he's not
nothing to do-
talented or
I'm
anything.
talking
I
about-
love him, but I thought he was gonna be.
It was a
Phew.
detriment.
I see what
It
you're
was
trying
no,
to say.
no, I understand.
Like
what you're
I feel
saying.
like if somebody did like a Super Bowl, like what Dre did, I thought
It was
wow,
no.
yeah.
It's
Well, here's
not,
the thing,
You know
though.
what
You
I'm
know what's funny? To me, I think people are going to appreciate Wale like that.
later on.
Later on. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Should I
because
appreciate
once
him like
people
that now?
start to really break, like people say he should have been bigger. I've heard that many times.
Of course.
But like, when
that's-
people really sit down and break down how many big records he's been on or he's had for the past 10 years, it's like, oh no.
It's
this-
not, yo, bro.
So
it's
hold
no,
on. No, because you broke
no.
down superstardom. You already broke down what a superstar is, whatever. So I'm not shit. I really thought that he was gonna be like a Kendrick or Cole.
Like
I
rap
thought
superstar.
because he's like
As
in
he
that
should be.
category to
As he
me.
should be.
Right.
So I thought if you talking
There's-
like at this
there-
point, at the
there-
time that he came out, right?
Yeah.
Right? It's
Yeah.
around the same time around
Yeah, of
Cole
course.
and
That's the
Kendrick.
blogger.
So I
That's the
thought
blogger.
it would be Kendrick, Cole, Wale.
It was the
And whoever
detriment.
else, and
and
Drake.
here-
to
here's
me,
what it is.
To
but
me-
to me, I see that, and I
all-
thought
yeah.
the same way for a while.
We all saw
but
it. We all saw
I
it.
also think there's absolutely nothing wrong with where he is. I
Ab-
think,
We're not
Absolutely
talking about
not.
that.
no. I'm saying like where he is, especially like as an artist that's still relevant.
And still can put out a number one record.
Yeah.
if
Can
he
still put out
wants
a
to
number one
I'm
right
not
now.
talking about that. I just thought he was gonna be like a.
I feel like there's so many folks who probably when they came out around the same time Wale did had either bigger singles
Yeah.
or bigger cosigns,
Yeah.
whatever, and they're not even
There no more.
around no more.
I think.
I'd much rather have the sustained success,
Longevity.
longevity. As
I
well.
think-
you may not reach, you know what I mean, Drake levels.
I'd rather keep
Okay,
that.
I used
I'd rather keep
him.
that.
I'm gonna tell you why I used him. I used him because in around like 07, 08, when like people asked me my top, I would tell them and he'd be in it, and people would laugh.
still in my top,
And I was
so.
like, what? I'm like, have you heard this
But
motherfucker rap?
I think with him, I think the thing with him in regards to the superstar, like what you're saying, I think it has nothing to do with the content or the quality of his music. I think when you're talking about superstars, and I said this before, I think it's the detriment of the personality. If the personality is off-putting, then that kind of turns you off from everything else. And I'm not saying you got to cater or you got to, just drive at people's feet and make it work for them. I think he's just who he is, and sometimes to the random fan or to the actual casual fan, that's a turnoff.
Yeah,
but I'm not saying he has to clamor to that person.
I get that as
so
well.
So my question to you guys is,
I understand.
And I'm glad he still sticks to his guns no matter right or
Yeah,
wrong.
no, I like
Listen,
that he
while they
stands
made
on
him
his
March
own
31st,
shit.
He stands on his ground.
So all right, Fetty Wap.
Hold on, we gonna get there.
I'm thinking of people who like just had like blog era mixtape hits that I thought was gonna be it. Like Wale,
so are we talking about
Wale's
that?
good, but Wale's had success. You know?
Wale's
No, I
had like
wasn't
Billboard
saying-
and Grammy
Yeah.
nominations.
I'm
So
talking
like-
about somebody.
But
like
y'all
Joe
asked
so
me,
I'll
y'all just
say
said
it.
superstars. Like to me, I thought the question you asked was like, who'd you think was gonna be bigger than what they are today?
Okay.
And that was my answer.
Okay, no, that's a fair answer.
That was my answer.
Yeah.
No, so my answer is Pac Div.
Pac Div.
Who? I don't even know.
See,
That's
that's
the type of answer you want.
Who's that?
That's the exact point.
Yeah,
Who's
I
that?
fucking love Pac.
Sing
Pac
it.
Div.
Go ahead.
They got Mayor, Church League Champions mixtape, record called Truth, Bank. They have records with Dom. They had records with Kendrick before.
Oh, it's a
Kendrick.
they.
Yeah, there was
It's
a
three,
trio.
it's three of them.
Yeah, it was a trio from LA.
But yo, they were my guys.
It's short for Pacific Division.
Yeah.
Okay, wait. Okay, so I got another one then.
Okay, who?
Well, damn. Let me get my.
No, go ahead. Now,
No.
you just reminded me of something.
Explain.
Also, Dom Kennedy too, but I
Dom
still
Kennedy.
listen to
Oh.
him faithfully.
But Dom Kennedy got like.
Dom is
He
just
got Dom got classics to
but
me.
Dom is also just authentic to himself.
Yeah, like Dom got classics
Yeah,
to me.
Dom is just
I
that
don't give a fuck
nigga.
if
Yeah, Dom,
people-
nigga, what?
Emphasis.
The original Dom Kennedy, that mixtape.
Yes.
From the West Side with Love
Yellow
too. That
album,
mixtape.
Yellow album, or
West
What's Side with Love.
But
I'm
yo,
like,
yeah, Pac Div.
you don't gotta drop nothing else because
I'm
you gave
good,
us
yo.
two
Dom,
little
you good with
projects.
me.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
he was on. He just dropped the joint. Hit Boy did a couple joints.
Yes.
He's on Big Sean's project.
Yes.
You know, he was on Double Up with Nipsey. Like
Yes.
this nigga, he spread himself very, very. He's out there. He's on Nas's project. But yeah, Pac Div, their first mixtape to me, Church League Champions, classic mixtape. And I swore by them. Me, Andreas Hale, who used to work at BET with me.
Shout out my boy Andreas.
Me,
my guy.
the real Eric and Jeff, who were, on the program. Yeah. We saw them perform in New York, and we swore, we were like, yo, these three kids are about to be one of the faces of the West Coast. Like, these guys are representing the West. They bleed the West. They got tattooed of, the highway on, I forgot which one does, but like on his wrist. I was like, yo, Mayor was my song. Me and Jazz Fly, my sis.
Rest in peace.
We
the
love
wonderful
that
Jazz
song.
Fly,
But
yes.
yeah, we thought Pac Div, and I still fuck with them to this day. I don't give a fuck what y'all talking
Still.
about. Nibs, all, my guys. Like, they still, do their thing. So I thought and I wanted those three to be just out of here.
I
Because
fuck with Pac Div.
they
That's
gave
a
us
great
like,
answer. That's a great answer.
yeah,
I
they
love Pac
gave
Div.
us like, they almost gave me like, and get mad if you want, but they almost gave me that Tribe Called Quest feel.
Yeah. I mean, they
He said,
felt
get
like
mad if you want.
No, I always got
there was-
paraphrase, but like, yeah, they
there
gave
was
it.
that early blog era
Boom
where
bap,
there was like
yeah.
some groups. Like I
Yeah.
think the Cool Kids was another group.
Cool
that I
Kids
really
definitely in
fucked
that
with.
group, yep.
You know what I mean?
Mickey
gosh,
Fax.
Mickey Fax.
Charles Hamilton.
Kids these days with Big Mensa and their group.
Kids in the Hall.
Kids in the Hall. Like
Yeah.
there was a lot of like dope groups
That we were like,
in
yo,
the
these are the
early-
guys. Yo, these are
like
the
the
guys.
late 2000s,
Yeah.
early 2010s. They were dope. Rosie, I know you said you had one. Do you remember what you were gonna say?
Oh, because you said a group, and it made me think of Travis Porter. Like, they broke out when...
Travis Porter.
I wanna see some cash.
But the thing is,
some diamonds coming.
Yo,
and that's gonna make me
and
dance.
the thing is, they're still putting out music. And they're still rocking.
I
right
fuck
now.
with Travis Porter.
It might
bro.
not be what it was for us back in the
Nah,
day,
I
but
don't
like,
really
yeah,
even think
and
they're
people
putting
still
out
fuck with
music.
them. People
Listen,
still fuck
I
with them.
really
It's
don't think
heavy.
they
I'm gonna say
are.
something. I'm gonna say something.
I
that's
thought
gonna-
because they put...
No, they still out.
say
They
something
still
that's
out.
gonna
Are they?
Out. Yes.
I say something that's gonna upset a lot of people.
What?
They should have been future
Travis
Migos.
Porter walked.
Yep.
So
Four
Migos
Migos
can
could
fly. I'm telling you, yo.
I I'm trying to tell you.
But
But that's what I'm
people
saying.
People have talked about
I
that.
knew it because it was
People
like
have
that
talked
was an
about
Atlanta
that.
group, and they was
Go,
rocking
yo,
when they
rocking,
came out.
yo.
Go, shorty,
Rocking.
go.
They was
Yes.
on
No,
everybody's
that
shit.
was him.
Even when Meat Mill came out with Preacher, it was
listen,
them on
no.
the
Yeah,
ad libs,
listen.
and I'm like, okay,
Travis,
cool.
yeah, Travis
and then
Porter.
they just.
Those hits, right? If we hosted a party tomorrow,
But I'm just saying.
Travis Porter had like.
has a set.
No, understood. Okay,
Wait,
now,
wait, who was on that record?
Tiger.
Tiger was on that record, right? Yeah. Tiger was on that record.
Then they got bring it back.
Bring it back. Make it right. Like, come on,
Yo.
bro. Them niggas.
So-
Those four alone.
This is what
Those
I'm
four records
saying.
alone can
Yes.
turn
That's
a
what
party
I'm
upside
saying.
down.
Yes.
But then they just went silent.
Then they just want.
You don't think life happens?
And then,
But now they back,
you know,
and now they
a
releasing
couple
out.
Atlanta other.
Migo.
Yeah.
That's fine.
But I love Migos, so I ain't even gonna talk
but
shit about
Travis
them.
Porter was a blueprint for a lot of these.
But I
Atlanta
really,
artists, and
really
we
thought
love
that
it.
they were gonna be.
No, we love that. We love that, man. Like, yeah. So those are our superstars from back in the day. Travis Porter, Pac Div, Gunplay.
Ooh, I'm about to go put on cartoons.
Oh, you know,
tonight.
listen, you know when I go to Sahara, I'm
Shout
putting
all
on,
of my
I'm putting on
boom
fucking.
in my
I'm
tent.
putting
Oh, you
on
talking
all
about
that
because they released a song last year?
Moves in
No,
this
they
booth
dropped the
just
album.
for you.
shit. They dropped the project last year.
Oh.
They dropped something this
I
year,
did
too.
wrong. Carl McCain.
This nigga
Bad,
always- you
gave
always
me
be
a ball
rapping.
of chain.
Oh
Feds
my
did it
God.
all the same. Nobody can mute me. And it means that nobody can shoot me.
All right, Pot.
All right. What time we
Listen
at?
to the white folk, absolutely.
Well, anyways, that
Yeah,
was
that's
Kaz's
me.
question was similar to
No
mine
light,
because I was gonna ask,
no lamb,
which is
no
fucking
light,
crazy. You're in my
no
brain.
frame.
I was
Kaz,
gonna
all right, we
ask-
get it. We
Mama,
get it.
how much drama can I sustain? The money, lots of gain. I'm on forwards. Go ahead.
No, you really
Why you
are the
got a
old
Tupac
man
voice?
that just, yeah, like.
That's how Gunplay sounded.
Okay.
He
All right.
really is the old man that just sings old songs. Like,
Never had shit.
Damn.
Had lots
he's
of
still
gain.
going.
You ain't gonna stop.
Like, he's still
Can't
going.
stop, won't stop, rockabilly.
Just like when y'all did
Get
that joke
down,
last
baby.
week. Y'all just kept going.
What happened to those two? Girls and
Oh,
girls,
Young
they love
Guns?
us.
Wait.
Yeah, them two.
Young
They were
Guns,
fire.
What happened to them?
Young Chris had a run after the Young
Yeah,
Guns.
no,
song.
they had two solid albums.
That was gonna be my question. My question, Cass took it. Fucking, he just.
I mean, but they
rephrased
got
it,
caught up in the whole Rockefeller
was,
shit. So like,
I
that
was
was
gonna
that was
ask who's the artist. Okay, no, my question is different. Who's an underrated artist?
Like ever?
Like right now, right now. Who's an artist that you're like,
Underrated
man, y'all should be
artist?
giving him more love, or her, any
Underrated?
genre.
Man, I think
underrated. Damn, that's a good question.
no, it's really underrated.
Underrated?
That I got to see in Indianapolis with my good friend Sam. I think Pink Sweats is underrated.
Who?
Pink Sweats.
Exactly.
No, he's not.
Shackley.
Like, I think-
No,
you know,
like I know his records fire.
You think he's probably rated?
I think he in the R&B realm and
Right.
coming up and being one of those new guys. No, he's not underrated.
I think he's
Because
right
we were on his ass at Apple.
Of course.
on his ass.
I think he's right on the doorstep of like
Frank.
mainstream. Like not even Frank, because Frank is. To me, Frank Ocean is still very hoodies.
What, too good for everybody?
I have such good taste. I only listen to Frank Ocean.
Don't do that. What is that accent you're doing right now?
I don't know.
Count Dracula.
I know.
No,
Sam, you know what's the
I
accent?
knew
you're doing?
it's
Like,
Count
what is that?
Dracula,
Yeah,
bro.
What is it's like a Halloween? Like what do you like?
I only listen to Frank Ocean music. I only listen to Blonde.
Seeing crumpets ass nigga.
Channel
Shut up.
Orange. You low class music
No, I
lovers.
know. I think
You do not enjoy
I think Pink Sweats is fucking that nigga's
the
fire as fuck.
ravishing renditions.
Okay, we get it. Like Kaz, we get it. Kaz always wants to go overboard with the jokes. Like, we get it, bro. That was
He's not
funny.
done. He's not done.
No, you're right.
Yeah, like, bro, we get it.
He's gonna say another one. Go,
I know,
get
go
it
ahead,
out.
say
Get it
another
out.
one.
Just go.
See, look, here you go. That's what dads do. Dads always want to extend. Like, my father used to do that shit all the time. All right, dad, it was funny. Now this nigga want to extend the joke for like 30 minutes.
Was it funny?
And now we gotta laugh. Now we gotta laugh
Low
uncomfortably.
key, have you ever heard Chanel? by
See,
Frank
like
Ocean?
now we gotta laugh uncomfortably.
Have
Like,
you ever
yeah.
seen both sides? Like Chanel.
If
that's
Eden
funny,
was here, he
like-
would laugh because that's the only one that
You know what,
understands
Ed
these
would make a
jokes.
dumbass joke.
Yeah.
Super rich kids.
Yeah, that secret sauce is getting to him.
All right, I'm sorry.
So who's your underrated?
Underrated.
Artist.
Underrated. I would
Right
say underrated right now. Young lady from Atlanta, light skinned Keisha. I feel like
What
she's
about
underrated.
Amaretta?
I don't know too much about
Drama,
Amaretta. I know
drama,
about the
canal.
topic. I know about that record, but I don't know too much about her. I only discovered her through that record this weekend, so I can't.
Oh,
really
I
say.
don't even know what you're talking about. I just follow her.
So why did you say Amaretta?
Because I think she's fucking dope.
Gosh,
Right,
there's
but I don't
this-
know enough about her to even say she's underrated.
What about Lady London?
Oh, Lady London?
London.
Yes, Lady London's also underrated.
London.
She did a show at SOBs.
I missed
Was it like Sunday? I think.
I don't
did.
know because I
Her
didn't
was
know.
fire, yo.
Yeah.
Rob was out there.
No, I want
Rob
to. Yeah, I want to
Martin.
make sure that y'all.
Bro, why didn't I go
Because
to
that's a
that?
Howard alum, so I want to make sure y'all know what she's got
I
out
want
right
to.
now.
There's this girl.
Lady
I've been
London, she
listening
went to
to a
Howard.
lot.
No, first of all, I love her.
I
I'm
do
saying
too.
she's underrated.
No, she is. But I want to make sure y'all know. Yeah, her tape came out January 14th. It's called
yeah.
Lady Like the Boss tape.
I know.
So y'all make sure y'all stream that.
But
I
I
can't
didn't know
follow
about
these
SOBs,
girls,
which
man.
pissed me off.
No, yeah, my homegirl Brittany told me about the show, and I was in Chicago.
Yeah, I saw
so
Brittany was
couldn't-
there.
Yeah, so I couldn't
Bitch.
go, but.
Wow, Brittany. Wow, couldn't tell nobody. It's
Appreciate
crazy.
that.
No, but yeah, Lady London.
Preach.
Lady London is definitely up on the rise. I think she's underrated. I think
love
people
her.
will get it.
I
Soon
love
enough.
that artists is still coming to SOBs to cut their teeth.
Let me
You
just- but let
understand
me
how
tell you
pivotal
something.
SOBs
I was
is?
gonna say,
I love it.
if you go to an SOB show
That's
for an
where I got my
artist,
hosting career started.
yeah, you're gonna end up being one of those people like, I went to their show at SOBs
Yeah.
when they make it.
But that's what you want to be, though. You know, like,
Drake did this shit.
Man,
Cole,
we're
Cole?
losing.
Oh no, Kendrick did his first show or one of his first shows in
seen
New York.
I
Kendrick
went to
at
Kendrick at
SOBs.
Santos, not SOBs.
Yeah, Santos. I
went
hosted
to
the Kendrick
Santos
part. I
shit.
hosted the Kendrick concert at SOBs.
For folks listening to the show,
Oh, I
who
did
aren't
go to
from New York-
SOBs.
Folks listening to the show that aren't from New York City, SOBs is a small supper club across the street from Hot 97, where
It's actually down the block from here.
down the
Yeah.
block from here, actually.
Yeah.
Which has been the launching pad for literally every big artist of the 2010s. I'm not even exaggerating.
Not at all.
I've seen Kendrick perform there. I've seen Drake perform there. I've seen The Weeknd perform there. I've seen 2 Chainz perform there.
Yep.
I've seen Wiz perform there. Mac Miller.
Schoolboy Q.
Schoolboy Q. Every
Truth.
single rap artist.
Comes through there. Any
Even-
artist.
Even
There's
if
a lot of
you're
artists that's
doing
not-
fucking amphitheaters in whatever city you from, when you came here, you came to this little tiny supper club that sits maybe
400, if that.
100 max.
You think so?
100 max.
Nah, I got
I think
150
it's
on
about
it.
that. I'll give two. I'll give two.
150.
give
Two.
two. Yeah,
Two.
Maybe.
If it's
Two's
wall to wall.
big, yeah.
Two and it's pushing it, and we
Yeah,
hot.
Two if it's wall
Two
to
and-
wall.
and we
It's
hot in this
not-
motherfucker.
it's
The
not
bartenders
a
are
big
sweating.
place.
And this is like,
At
and this
all.
is no disrespect to like Webster Hall, Terminal 5, Santos.
No, but it's just a
But
staple.
SOBs is the place that you check. It's like you check in.
Yeah, you got to understand, for folks who, I guess we'll call ourselves music industry veterans now,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, I definitely say
So for folks who don't understand what the
definitely
what the media run is for a certain artist, right? Like a lot of times you fly into New York City, you're popping in certain cities, whatever. You may be touring, but you're gonna hit your media spots. You're gonna hit Power. You're gonna hit Hot 97. And then you're going to hit SOBs. This is in the 2010s. It's probably different now because obviously streaming has changed a lot of things. And now you can just fucking be like, I'm
That's
doing
not-
Hotline Ballroom.
Man,
I'm doing
no.
Webster Hall.
I'm doing Webster Hall.
Right.
But before, when you were working
You
an
had
artist,
to do SOBs.
you had to do SOBs because SOBs was where every single person in the industry went to watch you. Whether you worked in radio, whether you worked in the media, in print or blogs, whether you worked in TV, whether you worked in labels, all that stuff. Everybody packed in there to watch you.
Yeah.
And that was always, I don't know if motherfuckers still watch the Apollo, but
That was our
it
Apollo.
was almost like our Apollo.
our
There's
Apollo,
been
yeah.
certain artists that have gone on to blow up. Big Crit.
Yeah.
Big Crit can't, everybody remembers the Big Crit show. He went to SOBs and people were not fucking with him. Like it was
I saw Jack there in 2019.
Jack Harlow? Jack Harlow was over there.
And it was like,
it's-
Because it was like,
I'm
you
sure Doja Cat's done
the
SOBs.
people
and-
that were there were like either from Kentucky or
Oh, yeah.
like,
They
it was
bring
weird.
their own people. But that's the thing, though. SOBs became this place where, like, even if that wasn't part of your media tour, people out of town still wanted to say they did SOBs
Yeah.
because Kanye did SOBs.
Yeah.
And all these other great artists
Drake
did
did
SOBs.
SOBs.
Drake did SOBs,
Yeah.
you know, and it was just like a stamp on your card. If you didn't want to go uptown and do the Apollo, or if you weren't big enough to do like Terminal 5 or Highline Ballroom. You know what I'm saying? Whoops, all those things. Speaking of another artist that I thought was going to be a megastar, but if you ask certain people you ask, probably was a megastar. I think you know what I'm going to say.
Josh
No, I
Camino.
don't. I'm trying to figure out.
Bass God, yo. The Bass God era.
No,
The Lil B Bass God era.
No, I do think
It's weird to look back on now, right?
No. All right. No, I do think he was. I do think he was a star. I do think he was a superstar. I think his influence and impact.
His influence
wasn't.
is
I think
tremendous
it wasn't.
to me.
It wasn't respected and understood back then, because now we look back at it and we understand. We're like, damn, like this nigga.
He
really
influenced so
a
many
lot.
artists.
So yeah, I would not call him underrated.
Nah.
I would call him misunderstood.
For folks who never, we're talking about great shows that we've seen in New York City or whatever. For folks who weren't in the building for that first ever, I mean, I've been to, in the past 12 years, I'd say I've been to about 75% of the big New York shows, music shows in the city. 75%, that's a fair number. Between 2010 and 2020 and 2022.
Yeah.
I shit you not. The Little B Bass God show, I think Highline Ballroom, was one of the biggest shows I think there was of that decade. I've never seen a buzz in the city like when Bass God first came to New York. I was covering him for The Source. I'll never forget it.
What year was this?
This had to be 2010 or 2011.
Yeah, I didn't go to that.
But, you know, Ellen DeGeneres was out and all his wonton soup and all that other shit. And God bless him, the wonderful Combat Jack was the most staunch, like, what is this? What, you know?
I was the same way.
But the one thing people always loved about Combat Jack, and the one thing I love about Combat Jack, is that he always was never the old hater in the group.
No, like, and you know, the funny thing is, I really love that. Yeah, go ahead.
Let me finish. I remember going to the show with him, and there was tons of, I mean, you know, Miss Info's there, Bonsu Thompson's there, Rob Markman, Jason Rodriguez, anybody from the MTV world, Double XL, BT, Sources, all that type of stuff. We don't know what to expect going there. And I'm covering the show. So, like, I'm, like, following around Bass God with my guy, Sean Lynch. Shout out Sean Lynch, who's out there killing it. And we're seeing kids in chef outfits and chef hats throwing their girlfriends on stage saying, fuck my bitch, Bass God. Like,
what
fucking
the
throwing
fuck?
spatulas on stage. Like, please cook for us, Bass God.
Right.
And he comes out to Enya. I don't know if you know Enya, but he comes out to Enya, and it's just like this weird, like, calm app, generic music that comes out, and everyone's just standing there looking confused.
I'm gonna say this.
And then
Go ahead, my fault. Go ahead.
the beat drops to Ellen DeGeneres. And I see the room move from the left to the right and just fucking, like, just madness. And I'll never forget looking at Combat Jack and just him going just like this. Shit! And everybody got it immediately. Everybody got it immediately.
I'll say this. I was talking to my man Corey, who's one of the guys that I always smoke hookah with downtown. And he was telling me, he was like, yo, listen. He's like, I know how old you are, and I know, you know, what the fuck you laughing at?
I wouldn't have led with that, but go ahead.
No, but it brings me to the point. No, it brings me to the point of about this conversation. I don't understand a lot of this shit. You know what? Yeah, y'all got it, yo. Cause now y'all
Hop up out my car. Then I drive my whip.
Right, cause Jake's like,
well,
I
like,
wanna do that funny shit. Like, all right.
That's how I do.
I was trying to have an actual serious fucking conversation.
Swag.
And they're like, now these niggas
Swag.
like, now he got his serious point off. Jake wanted to, you know, insert his racist laugh. And now the Dusty Dominican over here is just laughing at me.
Dusty Dominican, wow.
Swag.
Yo, what about? So we didn't touch on Fetty. Sam
He
mentioned
had 3
Fetty.
songs. Cool.
Oh, Sam did mention Fetty Wap.
He had 3
But
songs.
no, but he.
Fetty-
You
Fetty
didn't
Wap-
think Fetty was gonna take off?
Fetty Wap had the summer in a
Hell no.
headlock for a
No,
minute.
I'm not. No.
Does
Hold
it
on, wait.
name
You
you
don't have to sing every
Baby, won't you
fucking
come
song.
my way?
And I got this summer.
Pass it to me, ready?
Whenever he wants
Baby,
to have a
won't
serious
you
conversation,
come my
this
way?
nigga would be like, yo, Sam. He'd be
Got
like,
something I want
me
to
finish.
say.
but then when he want to sing and when I want to talk,
And first time, talk about saying this.
Yeah, baby.
I'm trying to have.
1738.
That's why I can't even have a conversation. With you.
Yeah, baby.
If you think you could take my
See?
bitch.
You see what I'm saying?
All right, go ahead about your Fetty
No,
Wap.
I'm good. No,
No, go ahead about your.
Nah, yeah, Fetty Wap, see?
My way.
is my mind.
To
I'm
the-
about to-
Goddamn.
I'm about to go be my
better
friend
lie
and actually
through
pay
that.
attention.
No, go ahead, please.
No, I'm about to go.
Girl, that's just fine.
No, like, don't be a fucking dick about it, bro. Like, now you're being an asshole. Now you're trolling me. Like, don't do that. And don't take a fucking picture of this shit either.
Hating with love.
I'm not hating.
What's wrong with Fetty?
No, I just think, like, he only had 3 songs. There was really no, influence or impact.
What?
Who did he influence?
He had a
Drake?
whole summer.
No, Drake dropped on his record. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, but he had that whole summer on a lot.
I'm just saying, like, all right, so after those
Goddamn.
3 records, then what happened?
That's what we're saying.
No, I didn't.
He's
I
like
didn't think-
somebody who should have blown
I
up
think
and did it.
I think it was microwavable music. That's all.
What about Shy Glizzy?
Ooh,
Oh, I love Shy Glizzy. I love
Until
Shy.
he talked crazy about Mac Miller, I fucked the shot Glizzy.
What did he say about Mac?
What did we say about
I don't know, he
that?
said something about him.
Is this
after
some
he
internal
passed
DC
out.
shit that you got scoop
No,
on?
he said something. No, it's pretty well known news. He said something
Nah,
about,
he's very well known in DC.
about him like kind of stealing his like sound or whatever, some foul shit. And I'm just like,
Was it after
No,
he
I
died or
didn't- yeah, I
before he
didn't see
died?
that. I didn't see that.
Because
I
people are
think
more
he-
sensitive after people die.
He apparently, I mean, I don't.
He said it, and then after he died, everyone was like, that was fucked up.
He said it.
Well, I
before
said
he
about
passed.
him.
I didn't hear it, so I,
But
that's
even
something that just
after
new
he
to me.
passed, he was still on some like, yeah, even though you did some blah 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 blah, you know.
Oh, I didn't,
Oh.
no, I didn't hear that, so I don't know. And we'll
And
get
I
back
fucked
to
with Glizzy because Crew is one of my favorite songs like ever
it. Bro,
made.
Crew was
Lit-
unescapable.
Literally, Crew like
That shit had us in a chokehold.
when we're talking about best songs.
Which one is Crew?
Huh?
TC Money. on
Yeah,
the
Donna.
road.
I love Gold Link.
I'm like,
Like
Miss on
I'm
a
a
man.
man.
Ooh, ooh.
No, I mean I think that's another slow grind too.
Who?
Yeah, Gold Link.
Yeah.
Gold Link
another
is
slow grind,
Gold Link is
too.
different.
I know.
Good.
I know.
Okay.
He,
On
no,
the
he
same
just asked
song.
me. Yeah, he just
She
asked me.
said, "Hey, how you meet? I'm your jefe. Who you be?"
Yeah, because Shy Glizzy is Hefe. Yeah,
You know,
Young
yo,
Hefe
all right,
Holmes.
you know who else?
Who?
I thought Bleak was gonna be the next nigga.
Ooh, that's the number one.
Myth
This is like the
Bleakest.
Bleak
Myth
Award.
Bleakest.
This is like.
And
No,
this is no
this is like
clown.
the
This is no
Bleak.
clown. Like,
No.
niggas see this shit. This is no clown.
No.
But it's just
Oh.
like everybody.
We thought Bleak was going to be the next
Myth
king
Bleak
of New
is.
York. And that Myth Bleak record with Swizz off the first was Coming of Age. That was the
Yes,
album.
yes.
Bro, that record was stupid. And Bleak still had records on, other albums that he's released. Bleak is and was a great artist.
Bleak is a great artist.
Let's just put that out
You know what
there.
it is, obviously.
But we thought, I think the
What's
expectations were
obviously?
too high.
the
What?
way he came, he's Jay's guy. Jay that's set on the wax,
That was
songs
too
I'm
much.
alive,
That was too
Bleak's
much to bear.
It's a lot of pressure.
That was too much to bear. I think that was
like
fair.
Memphis Bleak in a vacuum. You're like, I like his songs. But
know
like
what's
when you're coming
crazy?
as like Jay-Z's like
Guy?
Beanie.
Damn,
Like all them kind of they were all
But
nice.
Beans is
Freeway, it was all nice, but they was under this little umbrella.
Wait, no, what are you saying?
They was under an umbrella that they couldn't really.
well, but that umbrella was pretty big at one point. Rockefeller.
I think
Rockefeller was Rockefeller.
They was
think
rocking.
I think the
fella.
I think the
It's so you bring up a great point.
that was a really great point.
You bring up a great point.
and I think Jay being so active while a Beans, Freeway, State Prop, Bleak, I think Jay being so active did not get them the proper representation or the proper light because they were all great artists. Like Beans' first 2
They
albums,
can all fucking
ridiculous.
flow.
Diplomat's first album, ridiculous. Fucking Freeway's first album, a classic. Bleak's first 2 to 3 albums, great material. And I feel like Jay being so competitive and Jay just being in the midst of the Nas shit and just like trying to, claim his throne as the king of New York, the king of hip hop, And these young guys trying to come up under that, that's damn near nearly impossible.
But that's my point.
No, yeah, I was expanding on your point.
No, you're proving my point. Like, I feel like underrated because they.
It's not underrated.
It's underrated because they never
underappreciated.
reached. They never.
It's underappreciated. Well, yeah, is it?
Same thing. Underrated and underappreciated is the same thing.
Is it?
Yeah, they never got the love they deserved because they were under such an umbrella that they couldn't. Everybody was like, Jay.
Right.
I'm like, y'all, these motherfuckers.
Right.
Y'all got
But I think
80 other gems.
I think the point you bring up, which I think is so dope, is I think people don't understand how back in the day, like if you were signed to a certain label,
That was enough.
that was enough.
That wasn't like if you.
Yeah, that was because that was your stamp.
It was cool to be signed to
Yeah.
a label, and you would get like
Notoriety,
the residual notoriety of being signed to that
resources,
label. Like,
acceptance.
I mean, I'm sure. I mean, I'm older now, so I don't know what the
Nigga, you're 35,
YBNs
like, you're 35,
of the.
bro.
No, but like
You're
you know,
35,
but you
relax.
remember where like
Calm down.
you remember where label not warfare, but like label like pride was a big thing. Motherfuckers claiming Rough Riders, claiming Dipset, claiming
That was like
Rockefeller,
a gang, low-key.
claiming Bad Boy,
And that
like,
not to cut you off, but like Sonya wrote Sonya K,
Yeah,
one of
Sonya.
another hip hop, blogger journalist, but like a really good journalist. She wrote a piece for Time about the Rockefeller chain.
Mm-hmm.
So that goes into the point that you're saying, how the Rockefeller chain was something that you marveled at. Like that was like your sense of arrival. And that's even with the Kanye documentary.
Right.
When Kanye got the Chainy Day in Chicago. Like
Right.
that was something that was to be marveled at. And maybe you didn't need to have the content. It was the fact that you were stamped and you were approved by this quality of artist and quality of label.
I think we looked at labels back in the day as sort of how we look at sports, and we didn't think every artist on every label had to fill out every check, every box on the
Every
check.
box,
You know what I mean?
The
Like
fact that you were just
we
there.
could be like, Beans is our street nigga. Kanye's gonna talk to the smart guys, and this rapper's gonna talk to the ladies, and this and that, and like it was just like, yo, we got this whole conglomerate that's gonna, be the best out. But I think now, as we've all evolved with our musical taste, we want our artists to have all that already. You feel me? Like we want our artists to be able to.
I kind of miss labels.
I miss it too.
I miss labels and clicks like that.
I miss knowing when I buy a Cash Money album, it's gonna sound like a Cash Money record.
That's what I was about to say. I was about to bring up Cash Money.
What that is nowadays, like there's no, and again, to my label friends, if you're watching this, you listen to this, there's no slight, but like us coming up, listening to or watching a Def Jam or watching a Sony or watching whomever construct and build an established artist, it's not that no more. The artists come to the table with pretty much everything the label would do back in the day.
Yeah.
I built up my marketing team. I built up my managers. I built up my, distribution. I built up my artwork. I built out my A&R squad. The labels are just coming here to serve the product. When we look at Def Jam, we looked at Death Row, we looked at Bad Boy, we looked at, we looked at all these labels. They were like in the midst and grinding. Like that's why when you look at the Kanye shit, like they were all in there making these records. Nah, not that record. Going to the offices like, yo, I'm gonna play you this record. I want you to hear this record. What you think about this record? It's not that no more. It's SoundCloud. It's Apple Music. It's Empire. It's boom. Like we uploading and boom, let the world decide.
Right.
Def Jam was the conglomerate. Universal, Interscope, all these niggas were like the gatekeepers. This is what we did. Now it's just like, fuck y'all.
You know who broke
Sell
it
it.
though? You know who broke it?
I think I know, but
You.
me?
It was you, bro. It was you,
You
bro.
heard
How?
that
You broke
new.
People like you.
How?
The bloggers, the people who
Yeah.
leaked music, the people who brought it out of the boardrooms and said, you know what? You boardroom folks don't know what you're talking about. I'm going to bring this music to the people, and they're going to tell you what's hot. And it was you and people like you that said, y'all don't know what the hell y'all
Let me
doing.
put this shit on the internet.
And they've
Let me
been-
see what the people
They
think.
have been, once the internet gave a voice to the low keys of the world and the people like him, labels have been scratching and clawing and trying to find out the low keys of today to figure out who the hell is buying their music. Let's be honest. labels aren't necessarily going after, well, this is a Def Jam album, and we're going to do it the Def Jam way. Or this is a Cash Money album, and we're going to do it the Cash Money way. You know what they do now? They look at the low keys of the 2022s and be like, you're going to do his podcast. You're going to be on his Instagram. You're going to be on his TikTok. You're going to do a Twitch stream with this guy. And then we're going to figure out everything else besides them, because all we need is engagement and people hitting play a million times a day. There's no need for any of that curation that labels that were regionally based made. Like, we don't even know what a West Coast album sounds like. TDE is probably the most prolific West Coast label out there right now. And SZA's their best-selling artist next to Kendrick. And SZA's from Jersey. You know what I mean?
Shout out to
Like,
Jersey.
Shout out to Jersey. You know what I
Shout
mean?
out to
Like,
SZA.
Cash
No,
Money
shout out to
Records,
SZA.
they biggest selling artist in Cash Money Records is from Toronto. Like, it's not. And
Well,
Queens.
Young
I mean,
Money.
wait.
Toronto and Queens.
Yeah, okay.
I was gonna say now or ever.
I think ever.
I mean,
think
we'll
ever.
we'll fact check it for next
We'll
time.
fact check it. But you know,
But no,
you know
I-
the point
I-
I'm trying to make.
But no, okay. So
Yeah,
and
I'm
before
talking
we
about
close
Weezy
out,
like
no,
that.
Wrap this up
Before we
soon.
close out, I will say I'm not. I say I followed a blueprint from Napster, from Audio Galaxy, from Bearshare. I followed that. I followed music was available when I wanted it, and how I could release it the way I wanted. I didn't disrupt the label. I didn't disrupt managers. I didn't disrupt distribution.
I did.
I found
You kind of played a little part in it, Lo.
I
You
know.
did.
I added on to it.
bit.
No, I added on to it. Yes, you're right. I
There was
added
a
on to
handful
it.
of blogs that
I-
literally, for the way the rap game was being played in the 2010s, there was a handful of blogs that carried a huge number of influence. And there was you, there was Not Right, there was Mecca and Shake, there's Misinfo, there's the Complex Dudes, like
The Jazz One exclusive.
Jazz One exclusive. Know what I mean? Like, there was lots of websites. I know the websites. I heard
Okay, player.
Diamond
Bill
selling
Rhodes.
records for the first time on Z-Share links. You know what I mean? Like, records that have gone on to literally, like, the first time I heard All I Do Is Win was on somebody's Z-Share link. You feel me? Like, these are records that have, like, stood the test of time now. So now we could look back at it and be like, holy shit. Like,
We knew that.
what if this
We-
record, what if the first time we heard
We
these
know.
records
We knew.
were the way we were meant to hear them?
We knew that.
Do you hold any
What?
responsibility to that?
No, and I'm about to tell you. We knew certain managers, certain executives, certain artists, certain DJs, certain radio programmers. We knew certain people just did not know how to articulate how great a record was or how
Right.
great an artist was. So because we had no bearing and we had no boundaries, this is what we did. We said, no, this is the guy, this is the record. And because there was such a process when you're in a label, there's a process of how you do that, how you push a record out, how you give a record out, how you distribute a record. There was such a process. Our process was to tell you that, no, this is the thing right now. And we're not waiting for anyone to press the button to say go. When we felt it, we said go. And our goal was pressing send to the world. That was our goal. The goal for the labels, the goal for the executives was budget approval. Does radio like it? Can we sell this out? We said no. The internet wants something like
Let
this.
the people decide.
We said go, and that's what it was. And I had so many people send me records. You didn't get this from me.
Because they know. They know that you were somebody that if I was sitting here on a record label just trying to figure out, oh my God, like one of these guys gonna just push me out. I wish I just knew if people even like this shit. That's all I want to know.
That's all it was.
They could have been like,
That's all it was.
yo, Lo, post this.
That's
bro."
all, yo. I cannot tell you, and I'm not going to tell you, but I can't tell you how
You could
many.
now.
No,
Statute
no,
of
no.
limita- The statute of limitations up.
No. I can't tell you how many records I got. Yo, can you just put this out and see what the people feel?
What's the biggest record you ever put out first?
Like leaked?
Yeah.
The biggest record. Oh,
Biggest record you ever put out first.
I'll tell
Was
you.
it
I'll
Beyonce,
tell- I'll
Justin
tell-
Timberlake?
huh?
Beyonce, Justin Timberlake?
No, because that was a big record. I got in trouble for that, but whatever. The biggest record that I ever put out, was I leaked it to my homegirl, Angie Ange, in D.C. And it was Bow Wow, Chris Brown, Shorty Like Mine.
Ooh, dun. Y'all know what this is.
I know.
Wait a minute.
I know. I was the first one, and she broke that record in D.C.
I never broke a big record like that.
I was like, I got a record for you. She was like, all right.
You know what record I broke? I broke one big record. It wasn't big. Yeah. I mean, it was big at the time.
But yeah, that was the biggest record because they were like, yo, what? Like that, and that went on to just be like a massive hit for Bow Wow.
A record that I broke on the internet was Beamer, Benz, or Bentley.
Really?
Big. Yeah, I was one of the first people. He brought that record to the source.
Really?
And I put the first snippet out of Beamer, Benz, and Bentley. Wow. No, not Beamer, Benz, Bentley. Vroom.
Start It Up.
Start It Up. That's what it was.
Start It Up.
My bad.
Not
Not Beamer, Benz, and Bentley. I'm bugging. Yeah, started. It was a Lloyd Banks record. Yes.
Yeah. Oh no, yeah. I think another record that I got in big trouble for was
Hood Rich.
It was off the Kanye shit. It was off of 808s and Heartbreaks. I got in trouble for that. Mm-hmm. And y'all know this. Yeah, I think. But those are the kind of records that I was breaking. But that they knew the environment. They knew the person I was.
Right.
And they knew like, all right, this nigga's gonna cause some hysteria.
You miss it?
Do I miss it?
Yeah.
I don't miss it now because I'm out.
Okay.
Because when I was doing it, I wasn't out, so no one knew who the fuck I was.
Gotcha.
So imagine me baking a record right now, and I'm just like out, so now niggas can find me, and now niggas can like turn the fuck up and.
Possible.
But yeah, you're not gonna pull up on me, so we're good.
That's all good. Anywho,
this was a good episode.
This is a fun episode. I enjoyed this one. Any last words, Lo, before you head out?
Oh no, nigga, I'm just you good? You happy?
Rosalia?
Chilling?
No, I want to go to that wrestling thing.
Oh,
yeah. Promote it, please. You just launched that. Yeah, talk about that.
Hey, y'all, we just launched tickets for the 6th annual Wale Mania taking place at the House of Blues in Dallas, Texas, March 31st. Please get your tickets on Live Nation. You can get them on my Twitter bio. It's the first party of WrestleMania weekend. It's the biggest party of WrestleMania weekend. It's the livest party of WrestleMania weekend. It's our 6th year doing it. Last time we did it, we were in New York City at Sony Hall. COVID took us out of commission last year, but we back this year with some great sponsors, with some incredible special guests, with some incredible surprises.
Yeah.
I don't need to sell you on Wale Mania.
Never.
If you're going to be in Dallas. It's a hot ticket. WWE.
Are we going?
AEW.
Yes.
Are we invited?
We talking?
Yes.
Please come. Yes.
Okay, I don't know shit about wrestling, and the one time I tried to get into it, Kaz was like my subtitles.
Yes.
He was like,
I was showing you some swerve matches. I was like, yeah.
He was like, and then, and we were watching matches together. He would text me, so this is what's going on. And he would tell me the storyline and shit.
I'm too far
it
gone.
was, but it was funny as fuck.
Yo,
so
it's
that's
gonna
what I
be
said.
so-
Me and Laura are gonna go,
but no.
not knowing the storylines of nothing. And we're just gonna make it up.
I'm
gonna
too
be
far
so-
gone. but
Are
I
there
respect
storylines?
it.
Is that how that works?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. He wrote a bunch
That
of
was my old
No.
job. My
I'm
old
saying.
job.
No. My thing is this: at Wale Mania, is real wrestlers coming.
Yes.
They have their
but
own.
the thing that makes Wale Mania so fun is that
Is it like the All Star?
yes.
Like they don't have
It's All-Star
storylines with
weekend.
each other.
It's
It's
All-Star
like they're
weekend for
all
wrestling.
Oh,
that's exactly
all
what
it
it
no,
is.
we can make our own storylines.
So
You pick your own
everybody-
wrestler, I pick mine. I'm like, this is what he's mad about.
I'm not
And
making
this,
my own.
They're
no, I'm
not
saying
doing, they're not doing all that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We don't gotta do all
fuck,
that.
I thought that's what it was.
They come in to kick it. They come into
Yeah, we
it.
don't
They're
gotta
all.
do
They're
all
all.
They don't
different-
wrestle?
They work for different companies, but it's the one
Yeah.
event where they all come together, mostly black,
have
And
fun
don't
and
wrestle.
chill.
and just have a blast.
Yeah,
and
we
chill.
don't gotta make it a thing.
Party.
So they
A
don't
lot of
wrestle.
rappers-
I'm
A lot of
gonna go.
rappers come
I'm
through.
confused.
It's
You're
gonna be
always
a good time.
confused.
So they don't wrestle.
They're not gonna wrestle at Wally Mania, no.
Bro, and when you
Damn
go to
it.
All-Star Weekend, do all the basketball players play?
It's like, do you go to the event? They go like, hey,
I mean,
you just roll with
they
basketball.
play.
They go,
No, but it's a game. It's a skills challenge. It's
eventually.
Yeah.
oh, it's just a party.
It's an event. It's a party. Yes.
Oh.
And there's a bunch of wrestling throughout the
No, I'm with
She
it.
don't get it. She don't
I,
get it.
I don't
Yo,
get it. Do
we're
you?
gonna- I'm
Yeah,
gonna-
I do actually.
I'm gonna
No,
bring
you
you.
don't.
I'm gonna bring you guys to all the wrestling shit
Bro,
happening
I'm down with it.
It's gonna be hella fun.
I'm
yo.
down with it.
But anyway, you know what this is. This has been
God
Say
damn
Less
it,
with
I thought
Kaz,
they were
Loki, and
Shut up.
Rosie. Make sure you subscribe everywhere you listen to
One wrestling
podcasts,
match.
which is Apple, Spotify,
Yeah,
Google,
yeah,
SoundCloud,
yeah.
wherever you get it, and YouTube.com/Kazeem on Snapchat as well. This has been
I'm
another
just here.
episode of Say Less with Kaz, Loki, and Rosie. Like we always do at this time, especially around these times, please, I beg of you, stay free, stay safe, and always say less. We'll see you next time, people.